There, my name is Dr. Stacey Gaines with Essentially His Wisdom, and I am a college professor. I have my PhD in health and kinesiology, but I'm also a wellness advocate with doTERRA. And so what I love to do is just help people find and safely use natural solutions for their everyday health needs. So I have been using essential oils with my family for about 9 years now, and I've been helping people learn how to use them safely and to get the results that they're hoping for about 7 years. My intention today is really just to help you understand the power of essential oils. I want to show you how they really can change your health and your family's health. And if I've done my job correctly, at the end, you're going to leave really knowing 3 cool things about essential oils. So let me share my slides with you so you can have something to look at as we're going through tonight. And if you would like a copy of these notes or of these slides, I actually have a handout. And if you click just directly underneath this video, you can see that and you can download it and take any notes that you want to. So feel free to pause the video right now if you want to do that. So one way that doTERRA has really helped my family is by strengthening our immune systems. So in the 8 years that we've been using essential oils, almost 9 years now that we've been using essential oils, I actually can count on one hand the number of times that my family of 4 has been to the doctor for anything other than a well check or an ill-timed emergency, like a kiddo getting their finger stuck in a vanilla extract top or swallowing a jewel or something like that. So one thing that I love is that using oils has really helped our immune systems to do their job, which is fight off germs and keep us healthy. And I'm going to tell you more about the oil that we use to do that here in just a little bit. But to start off, I want to share, like I said, just 3 cool things about essential oils. The first thing is that they're safer. The second is that they're effective. And the third is that they're affordable. And like I said, I have that handout if you want. You can click on that to get that right underneath this video. But I want to break each of these down. So the first thing is that doTERRA essential oils are safe. They are 100% natural. There's nothing that is added to the oil. There's nothing that is taken away from the essential oil. They are just simply pure essential oils from the plant that has no side effects and no addictions that are going to be associated with them. So they're going to be safe for babies, for children, for adults, for the elderly. They're even safe for pets. Now, there is some safety usage information that we'll go over with you to make sure that you know how to use them with all of those different populations. But oils, because they are extracts from plants, they have these amazing health benefits. And a pure essential oil is about 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So if you're familiar with drinking like peppermint tea when you've got a tummy ache or something like that, 1 drop of peppermint essential oil that is pure is equivalent to drinking 28 cups of peppermint tea. So they really are very potent. Basically, they're going to work in our bodies the same way that they work inside of a plant. The essential oil in the plant is really there to nourish the plant, to protect the plant, to defend the plant. And they do the same things inside of our bodies. So one oil that I love to show people so they can understand just how powerful doTERRA essential oils are is peppermint. A lot of people have stories about peppermint, like they get it too close to their eyes and it made their eyes water. You actually want to keep oils away from your eyes. But if you do ever get oils in like a sensitive part of your body, you're just going to use a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil, and you're going to apply it directly to the affected area. It's going to take that sting away really quickly. And you can actually use a lot of different carrier oils like canola oil or olive oil. Really, any kind of nut or vegetable oil is going to be fine as a carrier oil. The reason why we like to use fractionated coconut oil is that it's really good for your skin. It doesn't leave an oily residue. It nourishes your skin. And it's also more shelf stable than a lot of the other carrier oils. So it's not going to be going bad before your essential oils are. So back to peppermint. Peppermint is really great for energy. It's excellent for alertness and focus. I love it for helping to open up your airways. It's excellent for headaches, great for reducing bloating, gas, indigestion, all those tummy things that we don't like to talk about. So what I love about these oils from doTERRA is they're certified pure tested grade standard. And basically what this means is that these oils are completely pure and they're completely potent and they've been tested to show those things. So pure simply means that there's no foreign contaminants, no fillers that are added to the oil. Potent means that each plant is grown in the part of the world where that plant is going to grow best, where it's natively grown. And that's going to result in the absolute best chemistry for that plant. So when you have the ideal natural chemistry, the essential oil that's extracted does exactly what we want it to do for our health. So I love to give the example of an orange tree. I could grow an orange tree here in Indiana and it would produce fruit and it would probably taste like an orange, but it's not going to taste anything like an orange that's grown in, say, Florida, because Florida is known for oranges, right? It has the right climate, the right weather, the right soil. All of those things come together to natively grow an orange tree and it produces a superior fruit. And so that's what we want to think about when we think about our essential oils is where are they coming from? Where are they sourced from? That's going to tell us how high of a quality that essential oil is that's coming from that plant. It also gives us a little bit of safety information. If you're interested in safety and you're interested in things like sourcing and testing and how do you know if an essential oil is safe, I want you to go on my website. There is if you go to essential oils and drop down, there's a link for ensuring safety. If you click on that, there's a webinar just like this that you can watch to kind of learn a little bit more about how to know if the essential oil that you are using is safe. Okay. So I went off on a little bit of a rabbit trail there because it's something that I am really passionate about. And I'm really, it's tragic the way that some essential oil companies get away with what they market to the consumer. And I want to protect you guys. So again, back to our, our topic at hand. First cool thing about essential oils, they're natural, they're safe, they're 100% going to be natural and safe when you're using doTERRA. Second cool thing about essential oils is that they're effective. And a lot of times they're even more effective than a lot of our modern approaches to health problems. Now, if any of you are medical professionals or you have like biology degrees, what I'm going to share next is going to sound really elementary, but most people that I talk with and most people who are watching this video don't have the medical training or the advanced degrees that you do. And so I'm really going to simplify things to make it make sense for everybody. So going back to like biology 101, I want you just to hold up a fist in front of you. So your fist is like a cell in your body. And we know that our cells have these oily cell membranes. They help to kind of protect the cell. It protects the cell. It keeps all the good things inside of it, all the bad things outside of it. Now, two things that are going to be harmful to our cells are bacteria and viruses. Okay, when bacteria or viruses get inside that cell, it's going to cause problems. And then the cell duplicates or replicates itself with that bacteria or that virus, and that's how we get sick. Okay, so bacteria are usually going to form on the outside of the cell, whereas viruses come inside of the cell and they basically duplicate the DNA of that cell as they replicate from a cellular standpoint. So all I want you to remember is bacteria is on the outside, right? Viruses are on the inside. So let's say you go to the doctor, you have some sort of a bacterial infection. He or she is likely going to recommend that you take an antibiotic. So you're going to take that antibiotic for 7 to 10 days in most cases. It probably is going to clear up the infection. Unfortunately, though, it comes with a host of side effects. So you've got things like it's wreaking havoc on your gut. It affects your hormones. It affects your immune system and its job, its ability to do its job. So that's with a bacterial infection. Now, if you have a virus, like say a cold or the flu virus, the doctor is probably going to what? They usually tell us go home, drink water, rest, just let it run its course. There's nothing really that I can give to you. And the reason why is because most of our modern recommendations in terms of medicines, they are water-based and they're synthetic agents. So what that means is that they're created in a lab and they're based in water, not in oil. So they frequently are going to come with side effects and addictions because they're created in a lab out of chemicals instead of something that is natural. The other thing that I want you to remember is water and oil don't mix, right? So if that recommendation from your doctor is water-based, it's going to have a really hard time penetrating through that oily cell membrane that we talked about, right? So it's not going to be able to get inside of the cell and stop the duplication of that virus. So essential oils, because they are oil-based, they can get inside of that cell membrane. They penetrate through, they can break it up and really work on that cellular level to heal that cell and heal the body. And that's going to be without side effects or without addictions. But then they can also deal with bacteria that's happening on the outside of the cell. So you're not only dealing with the bacteria, but also viruses. And that's one of the biggest reasons why they're often more effective than some of our modern approaches to health problems. Now, I mentioned at the very beginning, one of the reasons that we have fallen in love with essential oils and the way that they have helped my family to stay healthy is the way that it's helped our immune systems. And the oil that we use every single day as a way to boost our immune systems is On Guard. So On Guard is a protective blend. It's really there to just help the immune system do its job. Okay, it's meant to be used proactively. It's kind of like the guard who stands at the castle door, like they make sure none of the bad guys get inside the castle, right? And On Guard is going to do that by way of kind of bolstering our body's natural defense system, which is our immune system. So On Guard, this is an oil that you're going to use to promote that healthy immune function, knowing we're going to come into contact with viruses and bacteria and all sorts of things. The On Guard is helping the immune system to do its job and fight those things off. So it's going to help not only with our immune system function, it's excellent for a sore throat. It's great for even cleaning your home or your hands. We use On Guard hand sanitizer all the time. So that's the second cool thing that I love about essential oils is they are effective. Third cool thing is that oftentimes they're cheaper. So they're certainly affordable and they're cheaper than traditional medical care. So I want to explain this one a little bit. So I want you to think about your copay for visiting the doctor. Most of us are probably in the like $20 to $30 range. And if your doctor then gives you a prescription for an antibiotic, I want you to think about how much it usually costs to fill that prescription. Again, most of us are probably in that like 10 to 20 range, maybe zero if we're really lucky. When somebody in my family has an ear infection, we are going to rub 2 drops of lavender and 2 drops of tea tree right around their ear, and then I'll put them to bed. And I'm actually one of those people, I'm really prone to ear infections. And so 12 hours later, that ear infection is cleared up, and it costs us about 64 cents to do that. Now, whether it costs you $20 for the copay and the prescription, or even if it's zero because you live in maybe a country with free medical care or you just have really great insurance, essential oils are still going to be less expensive than the gas that you have to pay to put in your car to go to the doctor's office. That's not including the maybe half day of work that you have to take off to take your kiddo to the doctor for this little emergency. We haven't taken into account either the way that antibiotics harm our gut. And then we're going to have to buy extra probiotics for a few weeks to try to kind of counteract or fix that damage, which is going to be even more money. So we have saved over hundreds of dollars a year in medical costs because of essential oils. We literally cannot afford not to use these natural solutions. And so that is why essential oils are often more affordable than our traditional medical care. And that's the third cool thing about essential oils that I want you to remember. Now, I mentioned lavender as an oil that we like to use for ear infections. Other ways that you can use lavender, it's great for calming. So it's going to be excellent for sleep. It's going to be great for helping to manage stress and just kind of any kind of negative kind of emotions that might be happening around your house. Like I said, again, helping you to sleep better, skin issues. So I think of it like calming not only emotionally, but also physically. So if I've got itchy skin, it's great for itching. It's great for rashes, burns, sunburns, even for allergies. Lavender is actually a natural antihistamine, which a lot of people don't know. So you can use it for your allergies. So now I want to talk about 3 different ways that you can use essential oils. The first way to use essential oils is aromatically. So I want you just to take your 2 fingers here and I want you to pinch right above the bridge of your nose. You didn't know this was going to be such an active class, did you? So pinch right above the bridge of your nose. Right underneath your fingers is what's called your olfactory nerve. Okay. That nerve sends messages to the limbic system that's in your brain, which in turn is going to send messages all over your body, right? Your brain is the one that controls everything that happens in your body. So some people kind of think it's hokey to say that oils can affect your whole body just by smelling them. But I want to give you an illustration to kind of help you see this. When you go to the hospital to have like surgery and you need to be put under, how do they generally deliver the anesthesia? They put it right over your mouth, right? It's a gas that you're going to be breathing in. It's not a pill. They usually are not going to give you a shot unless you're maybe allergic to the anesthesia or something. They have you breathe through that mask and you count to 10. Most of us are completely under before we ever even get to like 5. And so when you're breathing in those synthetic compounds through that mask, it's your olfactory system that's powerful enough to smell that and see those chemicals, send signals into your body through your brain that's going to knock you out in under 10 seconds. It's the fastest way to access the brain. And this happens exactly the same way with natural compounds that are found in essential oils. So you're breathing in those natural compounds, those aromatic compounds from the essential oil, it hits our olfactory nerve, and the olfactory nerve is going to send signals into our limbic system, which in turn is sending signals to the rest of our body. And all this is happening in less than 30 seconds. Okay. So that connection to our limbic system is a a big reason why essential oils are so powerful for our emotions as well. They really can help to put us in a good mood. They can help to manage emotional responses like anxiety or nervousness or not being able to sleep at night, all of those types of things. So there's a few ways that you can use your essential oils aromatically. You can breathe them from your hands. So put a drop in your hands and breathe them. You could use them in a diffuser, like I have kind of set up behind me. You can see one of those. You can breathe them straight from the bottle and they're going to be effective that way as well. So that's the first way that you can use essential oils is aromatically. Second way is called topically. So this is actually just applying the oils directly onto your skin. So now people that have sensitive skin, children, you definitely want to dilute with those carrier oils. So like fractionated coconut oil, any kind of nut or vegetable oil, it's going to be just as effective. It's just going to take a little bit longer to absorb, and that carrier oil actually carries the essential oil into your body. So it makes it more efficient and more effective. I actually recommend everybody diluting. It helps your essential oils to last longer, and you only have one set of skin, so let's take care of it. So I like to recommend dilution for everybody. Now you can even apply essential oils to the bottoms of your feet. This is a great place to use for babies so that the smell doesn't bother them or overwhelm them in their little baby olfactory systems. The oil is going to absorb very quickly into the bloodstream through your skin. So it's a great way to get oils into your system fast. Topical is going to be great for like a localized issue. So if it is something that you can like point to, like an area of your skin is itchy, or I have a headache and it's right here, or this muscle hurts, those types of things, that's a localized issue. It's a great way to use your oils topically. Apply it to your skin, apply it to that specific body part, and feel the relief that it's going to bring. So that's your second way, is topically. Third way is internally. So these essential oils are not only safe to be used internally, they're actually recommended to be used internally. And this is only because of doTERRA's certified pure tested grade standard that I talked about. What that means is these oils are a pharmaceutical grade of oil. There's actually some amazing research that doTERRA is doing. I'd love to share with you if you're interested in this, that's looking at this pharmaceutical grade, showing that the stability of the oil from one bottle to another is actually better than you'll get from most pharmaceutical products. So it's amazing in terms of the stability. It's amazing in terms of what it's going to be doing in your body. And these are completely safe to ingest, unlike most other brands. If you pick up a bottle from Walmart, you pick up a bottle even from your health food store, it's probably going to say do not ingest. And there's a reason for that. There's probably something in there that is not safe for your body to be ingesting. But let's think about this just from a common sense standpoint. Do you eat an orange? We eat oranges, right? Do we eat peppermint? Sometimes. Do we eat ginger? Like all of these essential oils are oils that we have in our diets, that we use in our diets. So it's something that can be ingested. It's safe to be ingested when it actually is pure. So when you see that do not ingest, it's a huge red flag to kind of look and see, why can't I ingest this when it's a lemon, a bottle of lemon kind of a thing. So you can put them in your mouth, you can drink them in water is a great way to use them internally. If you don't like the taste of them, you can put them in a little veggie capsule. I don't know if you'll be able to see this on here or not, but it's basically just like a pill that you can take apart, drip your oils in, put it back together, and then take it just like you would any kind of a capsule or a pill. Great ways to use your essential oils. I love those because you can concoct your own little natural remedy, and you can even cook with them if you want to. So there's lots of ways that you can use them safely by ingesting them. So that's your third way, is internally. So now this is like my favorite part of the class. Let's start talking about some of our most popular oils that I haven't already talked about, and give you some solutions that you might be able to use for your family. So this first one is lemon. Lemon is excellent for your mood. If somebody's in a bad mood, this is a great oil to diffuse. It just smells good. Everybody loves it. It's like uplifting. In fact, a lot of times the way that an essential oil grows in nature gives us a clue as to what it's going to do emotionally in our body. So you think about citrus oils. They're grown in very sunny climates. They're usually grown up high, right? In a high tree, you have to reach up to be able to get to. And because of that, it's like warm, sunny feelings and kind of elevates your mood. If you think of trees, they tend to be very like grounded. They have a deep root system that's very stabilizing for that tree, right? So your tree oils generally have those types of responses emotionally within the body. So back to lemon, like I said, great for elevating your mood, putting you in a good mood. It's also really good for purifying the air as well as purifying our body system. So it's a really just natural, gentle detox that your body can use. We love to use this one for cleaning a lot because, again, it smells great. But I also love to just diffuse it if somebody's sick. I love to diffuse it when somebody's coming over because it smells great. Great for cleaning your surface areas. The other thing that it's wonderful for is breaking up mucus at the back of your throat. So if you've got kind of post-nasal drip stuff going on, that mucus that kind of sits back there and you're clearing your throat all the time, drinking a little bit of lemon can be really, really helpful, or even gargling with it. This one, frankincense, this is just a beautiful all-around oil. The reason that we love it so much is that it really helps our cells to do what they are designed to do in our bodies, which is basically stay healthy. When a cell's not healthy, it dies off. And that's usually when we start to see problems in the body, or it's replicating itself as a diseased cell. And that's also going to be obviously problems within the body. So because this one is so good for our cells, it's excellent for our skin, which regenerates cells very, very quickly. In terms of anti-aging, it's a great mood enhancer. I love to partner this with those citrus oils when we're talking about mood. We use this one a lot when it's cold and flu season because it helps us just to get over things quicker, helps the body to heal itself. This is a great synergistic oil. What I mean by that is adding it to another oil. What the research shows is that it kind of boosts the effects of that other oil. So it has kind of a boosting mechanism behind it, and it's all through the cells. I can explain it from more of a biological standpoint. If that's something that you're interested in, let me know, but I won't take time to do that now. So digestin, this one is really great for like if you eat too much and your stomach hurts, or you've got digestive issues that we all hate talking about, like upset stomach, nausea, diarrhea, constipation, those types of things. And you might be thinking, wait a minute, diarrhea and constipation are two very different things. Yes, they are, but that's what's beautiful about essential oils is they bring balance to the body. So whether you are over here on the diarrhea side or you're over here on the constipation side, what digestin is doing is by way of the digestive system helping bring that body, restore that homeostasis and that balance within the body so that you're back in that state of health that it's designed to be in. It's also really powerful on your sinuses if you are congested. So it's a good one to just kind of roll right here on your sinuses if you've got some sinus congestion, or if you're someone who suffers from like ear clogging, this is a great one to help those ears drain. So it doesn't just digest things in your digestive system, it also digests fun stuff like mucus up in our respiratory system. So I love that oil for a lot of reasons. Deep Blue is one that's a favorite for a lot of our athletes, a lot of our exercisers. Many physical therapists and massage therapists love this one as well. It's great to help just soothe aches and pains, whether that's joint aches, muscle aches, those types of things. That's going to be whether it's self-inflicted through something like exercise, or maybe you did too much yard work, or you slept on your neck funny, or you have some sort of an issue that's happening over time where your joints and your muscles are kind of screaming at you by the end of the day, or maybe even at the beginning of the day. Deep Blue can be a great oil to use for those types of things. Breathe, just like it sounds, helps to open up your airways, helps you breathe. Okay, so it's going to be great for colds and allergies. Something like a stuffy nose, it's going to be excellent for. Also really great for sleeping, especially if you have somebody who snores. This can be really helpful for them to open it up, especially if it's respiratory related in terms of why they are snoring. So it can help everybody just kind of get better restful sleep. It also helps you get restful sleep by way of just the oxygen. So you're getting better oxygen rich blood going throughout your body, which just kind of instills that sleep mode because your body's already in a sleep mode, just kind of enhances that while you're sleeping. Wild Orange, this is another citrus one. So it's gonna be really energizing. It's gonna be really uplifting for your mood. This is probably one of my favorite oils. I just love the smell of it. I love to put it in my water and drink it. It's very energizing, very invigorating. In fact, that's what I have back here. This and that and peppermint. It's what I have in my diffuser back here. I love it, those two together, because they're just so energizing and just keep me focused when I'm trying to work. It's another one like lemon that's really great to help you kind of feel better if you're having an off day mood wise, but it's also just a very gentle detoxer within your body. So it's going to really help your body to get rid of byproducts that it doesn't need to be hanging on to. Adaptive is one of my most favorite favorite blends that doTERRA has ever created. It's our calming blend, and it basically is designed to stabilize the neurotransmitters in your brain. Okay, your neurotransmitters are basically what kind of modulates how you feel. It modulates if you feel stress, if you feel anxiety, if you feel depressed, if you feel all those different emotions that we can feel. Your neurotransmitters in your brain are what are kind of controlling a lot of those emotions. So if you see a therapist, which I'm definitely not saying don't ever see a therapist, because therapists are wonderful. I am one. So for athletes at least, but the idea is that if they put you on some sort of an SSRI or something like that to be able to kind of deal with those emotions, those heavy emotions that you're feeling, what it's doing is helping those neurotransmitters to balance, to do what they're supposed to do within your brain. And that's what adaptive does, only it's natural. So instead of introducing a new chemical into your body to kind of modulate what's happening in your brain, you're using these natural plant-based medicines to be able to do the same. So if you suffer from like super stress, not even super stress, just any kind of stress, anxious feelings, feeling down, scattered, maybe you have a hard time focusing, this is just an excellent oil to use. You can diffuse it throughout the day. There's a roller that you can put on. There's actually a supplement that this one, so that you can take it internally and take it proactively. If you know, like my husband has a really stressful job and he's constantly stressed, and so he takes adaptive every day and every night as a way of helping them. Next is copaiba. This oil is similar to CBD in terms of how it works in the body. And so CBD as well as copaiba, basically what it does is it helps the nervous system to deal with what's going on, but it also kind of works through what's called our endocannabinoid system. So in terms of their similarities and how they work in the body, where they are different is the way that they kind of get to the point. So it works in copaiba essential oil works in a very direct route in the body. So it's kind of like if I'm trying to go from point A to point B and I take the interstate, the one road from point A to point B, that's the way that copaiba is working in the body. CBD kind of goes the back roads. So it still gets to the same point. It goes from point A to point B in that endocannabinoid system, but it kind of takes this peripheral route. And the problem with that is that there's more problems, or there's more room for problems to kind of pop up, right? And so I love copaiba. I love CBD oil too. There's definitely a time and a place for that, but I love copaiba essential oil because it's cheaper. So it's oftentimes a more effective solution for people in terms of being able to deal with things like anxiety, sleeping, pain. Those tend to be the biggest things. Any kind of a nervous system issue, anything that you see CBD as kind of designed to help with, you're probably going to find the same results with copaiba. It's just going to be a lot cheaper, which is always good, right? We like cheaper. Cheaper doesn't mean it doesn't work as good when we're talking about copaiba essential oil. Citrus Bliss is one that a lot of people like. It's very uplifting. It's kind of like a drink or creamsicle in a bottle. So it's got a lot of citrus oils and then a hint of vanilla. So it's going to promote feelings of cheerfulness. A lot of people love to diffuse this one, use it as a perfume. I have this one in my little motion sensor diffuser in our bathroom. So when somebody walks by, it puffs out a few puffs of Citrus Bliss, and it just smells really nice and uplifting as people go by. This last one is called Balance. Balance is one of our kind of stress oils as well. I love to pair this one with Adaptive that we talked about earlier. This one is great for like using it in a massage. It really helps to calm your mind, calm your body. It's a lot of tree oils in this one. So remember I talked about tree oils being very grounding and stabilizing because of their root systems, right? That's what this oil does. It kind of grounds you when things feel hectic and things feel crazy all around you. It kind of grounds your emotions so that you can think clearly and that you can respond, hopefully in a more successful fashion, right? So it's a very tranquil aroma. A lot of people love this one and the way it calms minds and bodies. I've had a lot of people use this one, people who suffer from like tension headaches, using this one kind of proactively so they don't get to the tension state that causes the headache. So there's a lot of wonderful uses for Balance. So what I usually like to have people do is think about what are your top 3 health concerns. And if you want to even pause this video and write down, like, what are the top 3 things that you would love to find a solution for? And then I want you just to take a second and imagine what your life would be like if you didn't have to worry about that anymore. If that wasn't a concern anymore, if you had a solution that could help you not have to deal with that anymore. So if you are in a place where you want to feel awesome, obviously there are essential oils that we can use that can help you in very specific ways, but I always like to start people with our lifelong vitality supplements. This might come as a surprise, but these are actually our #1 selling product. And what they are is just a trio of supplements. They are formulated to just bridge the gap between our over-processed diets and what our body actually needs for optimal health. So these are made from whole food extracts, which is really important because what that means is our body knows how to process it. Normal supplements, most of the supplements on the market are actually just a lot of crap in them. Sorry for my language there, but that's really what it is. It's like synthetic compounds that are mimicking vitamin C or zinc or whatever it is that you're taking in terms of the supplement. Well, you take that, and because it's synthetic, it's not natural. Your body's like, what is this? What am I supposed to do with it? It uses very little of it, and you waste out probably about 90 to 95%, depending on the supplement that you're taking. That's a lot of money that you're wasting, right? So I love these because they're bioavailable. They're made from those whole food extracts. And so our body is going to utilize those nutrients instead of wasting them out. So the Microplex is just your daily multivitamin. It's packed with whole food, bioavailable vitamins and minerals. Bioavailable just means your body knows what to do with them. And these are vitamins and minerals that are often pretty deficient in our modern diets, even if we're eating fairly cleanly. It also has a patented enzyme delivery system that basically is there to ensure that these nutrients are optimally absorbed by our bodies, which is not something that we usually see in our other vitamin supplements that we'll find. Alpha CRS, this is like a cellular energy and vitality blend. It's a lot of antioxidants, anti-inflammatory agents. It has a cellular energy kind of producer behind it. I think of this as like the formula to really help healthy cellular development in our bodies. And that's important because when our cells are healthy, we feel healthy. When our cells are healthy, we have more energy. We have decreased pain and inflammation because inflamed cells are not healthy cells. So those antioxidants, those anti-inflammatory markers, all of those are really helping to control inflammation in the body. And then Z Omega is the kind of fish oil supplement. So it's got all of our essential omega fatty acids in it. This is probably the best fish oil supplement I've ever seen on the market. And the reason I say that is because it balances all 3 different types of omegas. So your 3s, your 6s, and your 9s. And that actually is necessary. If you're taking a fish oil supplement that does not have all 3 in a balanced state, you're not going to see the benefits from the fish oil that you should be. And those things are like your cardiovascular health, boosting to your immune system, things like joint and brain stability and health. So definitely you want to look at the supplements that you're using, make sure that they're whole food, that they're bioavailable. And if they aren't, then let's talk a little bit about lifelong vitality. So I show these because I 100% believe they're critical. I think that they are foundational to wellness. I believe everybody should be using these because they provide such a foundation, a solid foundation to really build upon as we start introducing essential oils. So it's like, instead of building a house on sand where the essential oils are sort of kind of working, we're building that house on like our nice concrete slab so those essential oils are going to stand and they're going to really help us and provide relief in the places that we hope that they will. So there's 3 different ways that you can purchase doTERRA's products. The first way is retail. I never like to have people buy retail because you really only buy your oils at retail prices if you're like at a chiropractor's office, a spa, another professional setting. It's the most expensive way to buy oils. Yes, every once in a while I have somebody who just wants to try one thing, but 99% of the time they come back and start a membership and wish that they would have just started with the membership to begin with. So let's talk about that. That's the second way. It's wholesale. This is kind of like having a Costco or a Sam's Club card where you have that annual membership that gives you access to their great products at the best prices, at those wholesale prices, right? So with doTERRA, having a wholesale membership allows you to buy everything at 25% below the retail price. And this does not have any kind of selling that is required. There's no minimum or monthly orders that are required. So it's simply just like Sam's Club. You walk in, you buy what you want, and you get the 25% off, right? Third way, and this is the way that I purchase my oils, is what I call below wholesale or wholesale plus points for free products is what I have up there. This is probably the smartest way to buy your oils, and I'll teach you a little bit more about that if this is something that you decide to start a membership. But if you've kind of listened tonight about the power of essential oils and maybe thought about ways that, man, this could really change my life, you might also be thinking that like, this is more than I ever imagined. Like doTERRA wants to not only help you with your essential oil journey, but we don't just want you to have like one bottle of tea tree for your acne or your skin, or a bottle of deep blue for your pain. Our goal really is to help you live a better lifestyle, to have a more natural lifestyle, so that when things that do come up like pain or allergies or a cold or the flu, instead of reaching for medicine that's going to destabilize your body, you can reach for these natural solutions that you already have in your home that don't have any side effects. And so doTERRA puts these kits together because of this kind of mentality of, we want you to live healthy, they're cheaper than if you were to buy your oils individually. So if you add up all the costs of the oils, the kits are always going to be cheaper. And these kits also include a free wholesale membership. And so you'll get everything that you need at your fingertips. You get that 25% off the retail price, wholesale price, but then you also get that wholesale membership kit added. You can go to essentiallyhiswisdom.com/starter kits, or if you're on my website watching this video, you can just click up at the top where it just says shop now. You can see all the different kits that doTERRA currently has. But I do want to tell you just a couple things about some of my favorites. So this first option is what's called our Healthy Start Kit. This is it's one of the lowest price points. There's one more underneath it, but it comes with the 10 of the most kind of common and versatile oils. These are ones that we use probably weekly in my house. The only one that may not be weekly is oregano. Oregano is one that's lovely to have on hand when you need it, but you're not going to use it all the time unless you're making spaghetti every night. But the other 9 in this we use probably daily, if not weekly for sure. So very common, very versatile essential oils that you can use for a lot of different things. These come in what I call trial size bottles. They're little 5 milliliter bottles, and it has a smaller diffuser. It's called the Pebble diffuser. So it's a great way to get started. This next one is called the Home Essentials Kit. This kit has those same 10 oils that you see in the Healthy Start Kit. The difference is that they are in full-size bottles. So it's 15 milliliter bottles. So it's about 3 times the amount of oil that you're getting. You're also getting a bigger diffuser. So again, little tip, that Healthy Start Kit, I love it, but it only has those 5 milliliter bottles. This Home Essentials Kit has 15 milliliter bottles. So 3 times the amount of oil, but it's not 3 times the amount of price, and it comes with a bigger diffuser. So this is a really great option. It's definitely a better value than the Healthy Start Kit, but I absolutely love the Healthy Start Kit, and that one definitely fits some people's budgets better. So it's a great way to get started. This next step up is the Natural Solutions Kit. You're gonna have those same 10 essential oils, that same diffuser in this particular one, but you're also gonna get some of the most popular supplements. Okay, so you're gonna see things like those Lifelong Vitality supplements, some other ones called Terrazyme and PB Assist that are great for your digestive system. You're gonna see things like our toothpaste, the On Guard supplements for like hand spray. There's an On Guard soft gel, those types of things. So there's some other kind of extras that you get with this particular one. And this one again is called the Natural Solutions Kit, and you do get that little wooden box that does come with this kit. If you're looking at these and what you're seeing here is like, it's not quite what I'm looking for, we can do a create your own kit. So there's definitely other kits that have some different size bottles or products in them. And like I said, if you go to my website, essentiallyhiswisdom.com, just click on that shop now button at the top. You can see all of the different kits that doTERRA has. But if you don't see something that you love, just connect with me, because we could talk through different options that are going to, and be able to find kind of the best fit for you and for your needs and your budget and those types of things. So just send me a message and I will be more than happy to kind of help you and walk you through some different options. So once you get that order in, we will make sure that you are well taken care of. Regardless of who invited you today, we all work together. So connect with them to get the best support for you. If that is me, definitely send me a message. Once you get your order in, I'm going to send you a welcome packet with some information, some goodies to help get you started. We also set up a personalized wellness consultation so that you can know how to use exactly what you got in your box. We want to make sure that you know how to use it safely. We want to make sure that you know how to use it for the results that you're hoping for. And we're also going to get you plugged into our resource groups where you can ask questions. You can get your oils questions answered. You can also ask general wellness questions. So lots of different kind of fun ways that you can get answers. But we also do some great giveaways and trainings and things like that. Excuse me. So I love that you get us as your personal wellness advocate. And we're here really just to ensure that you're getting everything that you hoped for out of your essential oils and out of your investment. Like I said at the very beginning, we love to make sure that you're starting to kind of understand a more healthy lifestyle. We don't want this just to be something that is like, oh, I do it for a couple of days and then I feel better and then I never use it again. Like we want to make this lifestyle a part that makes you healthier, makes you happier, makes things go better, right? And so we have some awesome little like focuses that you can do once you get started as a member. You can do like, hey, I really want to focus on my immune system, or I really want to focus on getting better sleep, or I really want to focus on pain. We have these different curated kits that we'll talk to you about and make sure that you understand a little bit better. So what I would love for you to do, because we're online, is I want you to make sure that you're getting the individual attention that you deserve. So pull out your phone, send the person who invited you today a message, whether that's through Facebook, text, however you know how to connect with them. If you come through my website, you can just send a message through there, or you can send me a message through the Essentially His Wisdom page on Facebook or Instagram. And what we will do is basically message you back individually to help you find the best way to get going, answer any questions that you might have, make sure that you get the best package to meet your family's needs and your family's budget. If you know what you want, go ahead and click that shop now button, and that will walk you straight through the process of everything that you will need to get your oils on the way. And then we'll set up that wellness consultation to make sure you know how to use everything. So I do want to show you this. This is my little keychain case. I love it. It has my little 8 on-the-go oils. It's perfect because it makes it so I can always have my oils with me, but it's really small, right? So if a kid is crying in the backseat of the car, I have my lavender to give them. If we're out and somebody eats the wrong thing, I have digestin. It's awesome. I feel like everybody needs one of these on their keys or in their diaper bag or their purse, so they have access to all their oils, all their favorites, whenever they need them. And so I love to give these away, and I want to show you how you can get them. This isn't something that you can purchase, but you can earn it as a reward. So if any of you would like to have me come teach a fun class exactly like what I did today, but it'll be more interactive because we'll be on Zoom together, or we can actually do it in your home if you're local to me. I'll send you one of these. I'll send you home with one of these. You'll get one of these for free. And then we'll send all of your people some samples. We'll give you a Zoom link, or have an event set up. You'll bring in your friends and your family, and I'll teach them the exact same things that I taught you today. You'll get a little empty keychain when you put your class on the calendar. And then basically each person that comes to your class, we're going to put an oil inside of your keychains. If you have 8 people come, you're going to get 8. If we have to fill up 2 keychains, we have to fill up 2 keychains. So it's a great way to kind of have your essential oils with you all the time. So if you have friends and family that you're thinking, man, they would be really great to hear about this, or they would love to hear about this, I would love to teach them. So just let me know. We'll get your class on the books and you can earn your keychain. So there are generally 3 types of people that I work with. The first type of person is really excited just to live a natural solutions lifestyle. They want to kind of incorporate some of these wellness principles. When they learn about the power of essential oils, they enjoy that. They want to be able to use that with their families. And doTERRA supports this person just by giving you free essential oil education. We have our own groups as well as stuff that doTERRA puts out. And we plug you into those members only resources and continuing education to make sure that you're using your oils safely and for maximum benefit. Second type of person that I often work with is sitting here thinking of everybody in their life who needs these oils. My mom needs this, or my friend needs to learn about this. So these people are naturally kind of sharers. They want to share what they love. And doTERRA supports this type of person through a generous system to basically reward people who share the products. So as people consistently share over time, they can actually have the oils that they purchase paid for each month. I like to call this like free natural healthcare. So there's thousands and thousands of people all over the world who are currently receiving their doTERRA orders for free every single month, simply because they're sharing with their friends and family. They're not building a doTERRA business or doing anything like that. They just are sharing what they love. Third type of person has probably been sitting here watching me thinking, I would love to do what she is doing. I want to change people's lives. I want to tell people about oils. I want to educate them. I know I have some things to learn, but I really want to be able to do, I really think I could do this. So doTERRA rewards this type of person with a very generous compensation plan. And so as these people learn how to educate others about the power of essential oils, they start to earn enough to start to supplement their income and maybe even replace their income with some time and effort so they can become financially and time free. So I have some great information that I can share with you, or if you are finding yourself in that third kind of category, just send me a message. And I'll share that information, just information. You're not signing up to do anything. I just want to give you the information so that you can make the best choice for you. Okay. So I do want to tell you one more story about my family using essential oils. I mentioned earlier that we use oils to keep us physically healthy. But one of the ways that we use them daily is for emotional use. So for most of my adult life, I have worked in fairly high stress environments. Then I became a mom and that stress multiplied by like 100, right? So there were mornings that like I didn't even want to get out of bed. I didn't want to face all the things that I knew I needed to in that particular day. But as I learned about how oils can help with emotions, and because I knew about how our limbic system and our olfactory system and all that stuff worked, as I started to learn about these oils and how they interact with those systems, I was like, this is amazing. And I started to use that oil Balance that we talked about. Started to use it every single day. I would put it on my feet every single morning, every single night. And then I had a roller that I would put on my like wrists, around my ears and over my heart throughout the day. And within a matter of just days, I started to feel lighter. After some time, I started to realize that it had been like weeks since I had had a morning that I just like laid in bed kind of fearful of the day ahead. So Balance really helped me to manage my stress, to ground me, helped me to start to feel stable as I tackled all these responsibilities related to my career and my family. So I cannot imagine my life without Balance in it. And I know that you are also going to have an essential oil story that is like, this was my oil. This was the one that did it for me, that made me realize how powerful these things are. So I just want to pause at the end here and just thank you for coming today. I do hope that you learned something. Hope that you learned something that's going to help you to take care of your family, and to care for them in a more natural way. Something that's safer, something that's affordable, something that is effective for you. I cannot wait to partner with you on your wellness journey, and I hope that I will see you again soon.